What's up, guys? Please explore back from another video, and you're probably wondering why there's a military uniform in front of you, but I'll get to that in a minute. So, for those of you that do not know, I am a JROTC cadet, and this is my new uniform. I used to be an Army JROTC cadet, and now I am an Air Force JROTC cadet. So that was nice, convenient change. I love getting new uniforms. Not, anyways. So today I want to go over uniform inspections. This will also go for police uniforms as well. So we're going to go over these. So first I want to go over the pockets. Now I'm not sure if the camera's picking this up yet. There are strings here. I leave these strings in because I wanted to show you guys. I have to cut these strings. They will check these pockets. Cut every string you find. Not one should be on your uniform. Especially like this. Especially if they're hanging out, they will literally roast you alive. Do not leave these strings open. They will kill you. There's just tons of string. It's a brand new jacket, so yeah. I haven't had time, and I don't have any name tapes yet. I have my name tapes in. I'm just gonna go to a tailor shop and get them chopped up a little bit and sewn on the top pockets. So, aside from the strings, and check here as well, because there are strings every once in a while that you'll see pop up with the buttons, including up here, especially around the collar as well. So, another thing I want to go over with the collar, sometimes you'll see people with them like halfway down like that. Correct them, because you also get ripped apart for that as well. You need to have your collar all the way down. You need to look good. So, moving on to the sleeves. Now this one, they do make them with Velcro, but I just got this one. I was in an Air Force base, and I needed a new Air Force uniform anyway. So, this, if you look here, I don't see any strings, but you need to have these around your wrist when you wear your jacket. When you have these around your wrist, you need them to whatever fits your wrist. Do not have them these giant holes. They need to look good. So moving on, they need to be ironed as well. Every part of your uniform. This is not ironed yet. I've washed it. It just came out of the dryer. But trust me, you just need to iron it. It'll look so much better. Of course, your dress uniform as well. But you need to iron it. So, a trick that I've learned that I did with my old uniform, which was my Army uniform, which is my ACU. And yes, you can do this to ACUs. I did it because I had my own ACUs like this. I had Velcro. These have buttons. I had Velcro on the ACUs that when they would run like this, like slanted. So I cut the Velcro off, and I actually super glued. After I ironed the sleeves, I super glued it shut. It actually looked really nice. That's worked for me. I personally know soldiers and airmen and sailors, basically every branch of the military, that have actually shown me that trick. Every recruit I've ever talked to cannot lift up their pocket because it's super glued down. Of course, that doesn't go for every recruiter. Then again, recruiters. So, moving on to the bottom, when people tend to wear their ABUs or their uniform, sometimes they'll have it like up, scrunched up above their belt. Don't do that. You will be destroyed. Pull it down, have it straight. Have it look good. It needs to look like you're an airman or a soldier or a Marine, whatever the case may be. So, that is the jacket for now. I will be back into the video on the jacket. Moving on to the pants. Now, the trick I did with the pants is that the waist actually fits very well, but the pants are a little bit long. I don't have a problem with that. That's actually good for me. And the reason being is because my boots, your boots need to be bloused. The way I got around that is I got my pants, I ordered them a little bit longer. And I did that so it has some extra slack, so it looks really, really good when I blouse my boots. I did the same thing with this uniform as I did with the ACUs, which is where I learned that trick. So I did the same thing with this uniform, and I've already tried all this stuff on, so I do know it does fit very well. And these actually are really nice pants. Of course, you know, it doesn't matter. You're going to get whatever you're going to get as long as they're Air Force for whatever program you are or branch. So the same thing. Strings. Instructors will not check your back pockets. If they do, they're not supposed to. By cadet code, I'm not sure about the actual military, but by cadet code, they're not supposed to touch the back of you, ever, unless you give them permission. Now, they're not supposed to touch you at all, technically. Of course, everyone loves those old style instructors. I never had one like that, but there are some out there like that, which I appreciate. Oh, gotta move. So, like I said, your company commander, which is usually going to be like a captain or your first sergeant, will check these. The way we did it in the Army ROTC, you had to get it from the same gender. So let's say, for example, we actually had our squad leaders at the last time of the year. Our squad leaders would check us. And let's say your squad leader is a male and you had a female cadet, you would need to get another female cadet from another squad, or a platoon leader, or the first sergeant, or captain, whatever female, to come and get that female that was being inspected had to give that other female permission to inspect their uniform. So usually they don't care about the back pockets, but I will cut this just in case because I just like to stay safe. Stay safe. There it is. I just like to stay safe just in case, because you never know. Check the buttons as well, like I said, on the jacket. So now we're gonna move on from the pants. Like I said, I ordered them extra long so it looks good with my boots. Same thing here with your cargo pockets. Check. Make sure there's no strings. So we're gonna fold that up and move on to the ever so lovely boots. Look at these beautiful boots. Right, moving on. We're gonna get to the nitty gritty of it. I wear a size 13 boot, so they are quite large. Of course, these are Belleville, which are actually quite nice. They are actually steel toe, which is what I had in Army ROTC as well, JROTC. I like steel toe because they add some weight, personally, and when I was marching, I had some people that wouldn't particularly not watch their step, so they would get caught up in the marching, and they would like to step on my foot, and I got a set of steel toes, and that quickly stopped happening. So your laces, I did these myself. You need to understand that I am still learning. I should have learned in the Army, but they really didn't go over the whole bootlace thing. So for anyone who's been in the military, I'm not in the military, like I said, I'm a JROTC cadet. For anyone who has been in the military, the old military, like anywhere from the 1999 down, you will notice that these boots are not as they were. For any other new people who are considering joining the military, you used to have to shine your boots. They would be black leather, and you have to shine them. Not anymore. Now you just kind of rough them up, basically. So you lace your boots all the way up. After you put your pants on, shove your lovely foot in there, and you put your pants down straight in, tighten them up, tie them, tuck your laces in. and I'll go over a whole video on how to wear your ABU and so on. Tuck your laces in, because it looks a lot more professional, and that's actually part of something you really don't want. People will ream you for having your laces out while you're walking. Now we're going to move on to the ABU cap. Excuse me. So, here we go. Good old ABU cap. Now, excuse me. Now I wear a, 7/1/8. There it is. You can see it in there. 7/1/8. And it's a nice hat. The way I got this curve, by the way, because the bill will come in flat, and you don't want that at all. I've actually put it in the washing machine with my ABU, and instead of drying it, I simply took it while it was wet and bent it into the place that I wanted it, and let it dry that way. And here you have it. A good way is you take 2 fists like so after you, if you're going outside or whatever the case may be, where you have to put your cap on. Before you do go outside, take 2 fists, imagine my other fist there, take them and you just do like so. I can't really do it. Like I said, I'll do a whole video showing a much better presentation of the uniform. So I just kind of stretch it out and it'll look quite nice. So, and usually, oh god, getting up. Usually, JROTC cadets and ROTC cadets don't wear rank, don't have sewn on rank here. You will pin it on your lapel. Usually around up here, some programs will have you pin it down here. Not very often. About 99% of the time, it's going to be up here on your lapel. Anyway, that's a very brief overview of the ABU uniform. That's brief. I didn't cover everything, the belt and the shirt, but I will go over everything in much greater detail when I have my name tapes on. I have all the strings cut. I'm actually wearing it. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this week's video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and have an amazing, beautiful day.